Alrighty, first up in this six-part series, Wrong Turn, 2003, directed by Rob Schmidt, starring Eliza Dushku. Chris and a group of 5 friends are left stranded deep in the middle of the woods after their cars collide. As they venture deeper into the woods, they face an uncertain and blood-curdling fate. So, Wrong Turn, the OG from 2003. Who'd ever thought such a small, fun little film would end up with 5 sequels and now a reboot coming out on VOD next month? Back when this came out, this was a killer flick, man. I really dug this movie back in the old days. Don't like it quite as much nowadays compared to the sequels, but it's still a really well done movie. Although I would say this one's kind of more family friendly. Like, if you had a younger brother or whatever, you could watch it with them without them feeling too embarrassed about watching it with you, or even like a teenage kid, like a child of yours, not a sibling. Really no sleaze at all in this, but the gore was cool. The special effects were great because they're practical, not CG'd. But anyways, starts off with a couple not hitchhiking, mountain climbing, and the woman still has a bit of ways to go, and the dude's up at the top already, and she's calling him for help. You just see him collapse, and then blood trickle down on her face. And then the dude gets thrown off the cliff, and she gets captured. It's great. Then it cuts to this rich, pompous, young asshole driving and speeding along. I guess trying to get to an interview. And he ends up smashing into the back of a Jeep that appears to be broken down in the middle of the road. It turns out someone had laid barbed wire on the road to stop the Jeep and make him easy pickings. And that's pretty much the premise of the movie. People made a wrong turn and now they're fucked for it. So they start going through the woods trying to find help and shit, and they find a shed. It's empty, so they figure, hey, let's just fucking go in, right? Because what's the worst that could happen, going into an abandoned shed in the middle of fucking nowhere with a bunch of fucking hillbillies? Well, they soon realize they fucked up again, and these 3 monstrous looking motherfuckers are coming into the shed, and they got some bodies with them. And that's where the gore and everything really gets fun. These people are hiding while the cannibal brothers they dump a body on the ground, fucking wrapped in barbed wire and blood pooling out of them and shit. It's fucking great. And then as these accident victims attempt to leave, one of the cannibal brothers spots them, and that's when the game of cat and mouse really begins. Shit was fucking dope. Although who the hell makes a fucking not a Christmas tree, a tree house fucking like 500 feet in the fucking air? That shit was ridiculous, but it looked cool, so that's all that matters in a movie, right? They're hiding from the fucking inbreds and shit. But again, they get found out. Fires get started. Crossbows get shot. People die. And it's great. I don't want to say much else in the movie. You'll get the gist of it from the pictures up now. But yeah, and like, I know I said I don't really care for this movie at the beginning of this video, and if this stayed as a standalone movie with no sequels, I would still absolutely love it. But because the sequels were so much more fun in regards to it has more of what I like in movies, sleaze and tits, and a lot more gore. This is definitely my least favorite in the Wrong Turn franchise. Um, Dushku is amazing in it, fucking gorgeous in it, and pretty good acting. Uh, didn't have a problem with anyone's acting in this, actually. It all was pretty good, especially for the kind of movie it is. Um, There's no real stiff acting, like it didn't feel they were reading their lines from behind the camera or anything like that. Um, and it was great watching everyone just get fucking murdered. I fucking loved it. Um, yeah, like even I guess towards the end it does kind of sequel bait, but the fact that it took 4 years for a sequel to come out, I don't even think that was their intention. Um, but I fucking love the cannibals in this movie. They were just awesome. Um, it kind of goes back to like Texas Chainsaw era fucked up family, but with everybody all fucked up and they can only communicate with laughs and grunts, whereas the Sawyer family could actually talk and communicate properly with each other, except for that dipshit Leatherface. Wrong Turn is basically a family full of Leatherfaces. They're all just fucking dumb as shit. But these guys are really fun to watch. Just as Leatherface is fun to watch when he's not crying like a little bitch at the end of his movies. But whatever. This is about Wrong Turn, not about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wrong Turn is great. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend grabbing the box set. Just make sure it has I think it's part 5 is missing in a lot of them due to some legal bullshit, but I'll talk about that when I get to part 5's review. This is going to be a 6-part mini series of reviews because I am extremely excited to check out the reboot. I figured I'd binge all 6 other movies and do reviews on them. I'm pretty sure I haven't done one yet on them, so fuck it, let's go. Yeah, so Wrong Turn 1, good entry level into the series. Watch it for the gore, but don't expect any great nudity or anything like that. Also, the swearing and everything's drastically cut back in this too, so it really is a family-friendly horror movie. So grab your kids, grab your siblings, sit down and enjoy the fucking show. Then kick them the fuck out so you can keep watching the sequels, because those ones definitely aren't family-friendly. I think that's going to wrap this fucking review up, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay sleazy. Peace.